Sucker.
And we're back here once again with another episode of the MSK show, and this is going to be episode 71. Oh my goodness. We are at the beginning of the week on Monday. I hope you guys had a great weekend. So the reason why the show is starting an hour later is because a series of really bad events happened at work, not to me, but to other people and their physical well-being. Long story short, one of the guys that usually comes and takes my place before I'm about to get off actually broke his knee, so he won't be at work for 2 weeks. So Monday, I might be getting off at 7 o'clock rather than 4 o'clock. But this is literally only temporary. Once he's back to once his body works again, his leg, he'll come back to work. So, every other day for the foreseeable future is still fine. But Monday, if we start an hour later, then that is why. So
your coworker's on injured reserve. Got it.
Oh, God, so would you say he had a series of unfortunate events?
Yeah, because the other
day, he owe someone money?
No. No. They invited me to this fucking group chat on Instagram. I thought he faked calling him. People just call up and say they broke their leg or sick. I was like, hey, yeah. I looked, he's actually on crutches. I was like, man, what the fuck happened to this guy? And then the other lady couldn't come yesterday because she sprained her knee. I was like, why are these old people breaking their body parts? Oh my God.
Because old people bones are weak, man.
God.
So I'm almost at that bone weak.
I'm thinking about starting to get replacement parts for me. I mean, maybe a replacement hip. Just get it done early, so I don't have to worry about it later in life.
I'm gonna get it done now. In like 9 to 10 years, I'll need new knees.
What's wrong with you?
I'm old, dude.
No, you're not. You're like middle age. You're like tiny. Oh my God. Well, Tiny's like a MILF.
I worked very hard and from a very young age, like in pastures.
Oh yeah.
With like horses and shit, working on a boat when I was fucking 10 years old in Cuba.
Wait a minute, where you live, do you have those things called docks where people come and load this shit?
Yeah, it's mostly oil, but yeah.
That? I know on the East Coast where you are, they had that big controversy with the whole union thing about people not getting their stuff in from
in New Orleans. Yes, because that is a primary shipping port. Yeah. The port I'm near is oil, so like a lot of the oil from America comes through.
Whatever happened to that? No one's been talking about that. It was a big thing for a little bit.
They agreed to put it off a few months.
Oh, I remember everyone went on strike, and I was like,
they'll agree. They agreed to put it off a few months. They're going to talk about it while these time's passing.
Yeah. What helped with that is the fact that DeSantis said, "You're not shutting my state down, so I'm going to bring in the National Guard to start offloading ships," which took away all the power from the union. Going, oh. Well, yeah, because that's going to make the union look really bad if you start attacking armed soldiers. I mean, uniformed soldiers. So, that didn't help.
Now, these guys already make something like $70,000 a year already.
Oh, they have pictures of his house. It's a freaking mansion.
No, not him. Boss. As a union boss. I'm talking like the regular dock workers make like $70,000 a year.
Now, maybe in Louisiana, but in other places, they're making 6 figures, and that is average.
It was showing on the New Orleans news. It was talking about like the average salary for the nation is like 70-something thousand, and they wanted like 150,000 minimum a year. I'm like, dude, your first responders who protect your fucking docks.
They wanted a 73,000
a year.
They wanted a 73% raise over 3 years.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How do I get that?
So let's do intros and get the show on the road. We'll start with Darnell. What's going on with you, man?
I'll just ADHD on its a fucking high horse right now. I can't like focus. I'm like talking and coloring and TV.
Coloring?
And
are you like 5 years old?
D&D coloring book.
D&D is for nerds.
I know. Then just doing some music stuff. I got 9 songs ready to fucking drop this week. We're gonna do a whole album called Boomer's Gonna Boom. It's a whole album of like complaining about like you young people and y'all technology and shit.
Holy crap. I love it.
Love you too.
Good gosh. All right. Arza, you still putting out trash quality content like you say?
Everyday low quality content. Today's was on the Steam thing where a governor of Virginia is threatening to apply legal action against Steam if they do not curb anti-Semitism on the network, because the ADL released a faulty study that claims that it's everywhere, but in reality, the numbers they provided, it's less than like 1%. It's like
okay,
I think it's like 50. It's like 0.5% of the content on Steam is anti-Semitic.
That's crazy. Oof. All right, Emerald, what you got?
Nothing.
Okay, so you're just like my dad. No, I was kidding. How's your week?
Not too bad. Gonna be a long week. Got a lot going on personally that it's gonna take me out of really doing a whole lot afterward because it's gonna wipe me out. But it's the fun stuff. It's taking coworkers out to dinner that are coming to visit. It's going and getting free meals paid by the company. It's awesome.
Hell yeah. Well, let's. Do we want to do doom and gloom stuff, or do we want to do something that kind of fun?
Why don't we make the doom and gloom fun?
Yeah,
I can't.
Let's start a low note, and you can only go up from there. How about that?
Guys, well,
we'll discuss them simultaneously.
You guys aren't on Twitch, so we can't talk about the Twitch apocalypse. We are. You are on Twitch, right? Yeah, we are. So
how about Joe Biden is about to start World War III before he gets out of office?
Can he even do that?
Yes, he's got we're getting very close.
Yep. Just recently he gave the authorization to Ukraine to use the long-range missiles to fire into Russia.
I'm pretty sure just some snow or some ice cream melted on his keyboard and stuck those keys in.
He doesn't even know what a keyboard is.
Daddy Trump's going to call him and call Putin and be like, hey, just settle down. I'll take care of Zelensky. You guys need to shut the fuck up and chill out. And he'll call Zelensky and say, hey, settle the fuck down.
See, this is the one problem I do have with the American system is we wait long with our system is we wait too long to change administrations.
Yeah.
You would think 4 years is not long, right?
In this, it's 2 months.
He means like the 2 months from the voting to the.
Oh, you're right. That the transition of power. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yep.
Yeah, it needs to be within a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Agreed.
Or I'm saying hopefully not World War III happening because I like porn and I like beating off. So
shit, you guys maybe fucking drafted, dude.
Me?
You too? Yeah. Yep. Y'all on the 40. Was it 35?
35,
bro.
Yeah. Because people say, "Oh, Biden, before you leave, could you make Kamala the first woman president before you go?"
That would have been. That'd be the worst trick that they could play on the Republicans and and Trump supporters. With all the merch of 45, 47 that they've sold, they go and do that. And that now makes Trump 48.
Oh my goodness, man! Jeez.
Watch they're pushing him to make these decisions. So they'll say, hey, you shouldn't be here for the next 2 months. We're putting Kamala. Watch.
I think the reason why they would do it is because if they make all these bad decisions before Trump comes in, people are going to be like, well, that was under Trump's administration. Because, he was inherit the administration problems.
They've already given all the positives of Trump to Biden, all the negatives of Biden to Trump. They've already swapped this around.
Yeah.
So they're going to do it again, I'm pretty sure. He started a war as soon as he got into office. You see, guys? Trump's horrible.
He didn't. Did he stop any wars? Well, if they're already going on before you come in,
P. Diddy.
Apparently, that guy's made friends in jail, and they're all under his control. Apparently,
so
I'm not even kidding.
Except for he's trying to beg the courts to get released.
I saw time. I should again. I'm an idiot, and I should have saved these links in these videos I watch. It was one I saw on X the other day. I just forget. I'm on my phone. I forget about it. It was a dude who was he was in Epstein's cell block, in his area. He was interviewing Rick Ross on the phone, and he was talking about. He's like, "There's no way Epstein could have killed himself." And he started listing all the things, started talking about how it was impossible. Yeah,
it was Hillary Clinton.
Yeah,
I saw the video evidence from Louder with Crowder of Hillary Clinton showing up in that wing right before the camera cut out.
Really?
Yep. All right. So you guys know that guy Mark Hamill? You guys know him?
I vaguely remember this guy.
Yeah, I wonder what his granddaughter's doing.
you know, Mark Hamill, the guy who voiced the Joker, Batman the Animated Series, was Luke Skywalker, probably portrayed two of the most iconic roles in a lot of people's minds. That guy, you know, and you know what's crazy is that when you watch that stuff by a lot of people, you think like, hey, I'm gonna go look up their Twitter account, see what they're doing. They're probably like really famous, rich, they have a lot of wisdom. No, don't do that ever.
What? Come on.
Just think of things this way. When someone does something in the entertainment industry, it's just for that small period of time alone, and that has nothing to do with their personal life. They could be straight up pieces of shit in real life. I learned the hard way. So some Mark Hamill news. So long story short, he had pro Kamala Harris, Tim Walz on his banner right here, and once they lost, he put out this tweet.
I want to see an old shot of his bio there. Did he remove his pronouns too?
From what I know, he never had them.
Mark Hamill has the gay profile picture.
Because you got AOC that did.
I'm pretty sure he did.
I've never seen his profile have pronouns, but you could be right. I've never seen it, but hey,
I could probably be wrong. I'm probably wrong.
So this was the last thing he tweeted, and then it was announced. Mark Hamill says he will no longer post on X/Twitter. I've fled Leon's site for bluer skies, because it's not just with Mark Hamill. A lot of the celebrities that say they would leave the country if Trump got, elected, a lot of the comic book leftist pros, all of them are going like, we're going to go to blue sky. They just want to go to blue sky for an echo chamber so no one can challenge them on anything.
Supposedly blue sky is they're self-reporting all kinds of fucking pedophilia and shit on blue sky.
Oh yeah, I was curious to see what I would find on Blue Sky after I saw one of the Lives of Blue Sky. Fucking degeneracy central.
Actually disgusting. Yeah. They want to go to Blue Sky to act as degenerate as possible. And
now, to be fair, they make it really hard to see R-rated content, but like it's the worst content.
If you guys don't know, I myself have a Blue Sky account. No followers yet. I'm trying to see who's gonna be my first follower, but I do have one. Just in case anything ever happens.
I literally used an anonymous email generator to create my Blue Sky account.
Really?
Oh, shit. So it's not even tied to me. There isn't a single. It doesn't even have my name.
So who are you? Is your name like Darren or something? Or like
it's something like anonymous or temp or temporary or something like that.
Oh shit! Or even Jamie Lee Curtis, she was like, "God, give me peace and serenity for what I can't control." Shut up! This bitch ain't going to church. This bitch ain't no Christian. Oh my god!
Well, she gets on her knees often enough to count as one.
Oh, good Lord, man! Just saying, I wouldn't smash her at her old age. I like old ladies, but she's a little too old. That's like 90 years old, right there.
I want to point out. I just looked up Blue Sky.
Talk about old people. I constantly feel attacked.
Well, okay, looking up Jamie Lee Curtis, the account that comes up before Jamie Lee Curtis is Jamie Lee Squirtus.
Night bitch, go back down.
I don't need night bitch.
Go back down, night bitch.
Night bitch. Joey Reid just deleted her Twitter account.
Oh no.
But no one cared about Joey Reid.
What do we do?
Jamie Lee Curtis deactivated her X account because elite child trafficking freaks are under a microscope. X has become and will continue to evolve into a platform that holds conservative values.
Those pictures. She had tied to a whole bunch of these photographs. They're supposed to be artistic of just naked kids.
What in the world?
That were like put up in museums and like art displays.
Don Lemon announced he was leaving X. He made this whole 2-minute video, like, bro.
And they came back.
That serious. Did he come back?
I believe he did. Didn't he?
America rejected Beyonce, Lady Gaga, Katy Perry, Megan Thee Stallion, John Legend, Oprah Winfrey, Barack Obama, Michelle Obama, Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton, Usher, Taylor Swift, George Clooney, Ariana Grande, Jamie Lee Curtis, Will I Am, and chose freedom.
We rejected Big Mike.
Who?
Big Mike. Michelle
Obama, he's a bigger. Obama. Hey, he's a bigger communist than Barry is.
Night Bitch, starring Amy Adams, is currently at 65% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Hell yeah, baby. Bitch-averse.
Hell yeah.
The Bitchverse is coming.
The Bitchverse is here. There was a movie she was portraying. She's a weirdo. She will do just like Samuel Jackson. She'll do like these random Netflix movies that she did one where she was a hillbilly. She did one where she was just a dog. Like she had the personality of a dog. I'm not kidding. Yeah, I'm not kidding. She did a movie like that. She's so weird. Unless she really wants
then
money.
What would she do for peanut butter?
I should probably watch that movie at this point now. Oh no!
Come on, man.
MSK, don't pretend to get the joke.
Good Lord. No, I'm saying, hey, maybe she feels less pressure with doing these like Netflix movies no one sees because she knows no one's gonna pay attention to them.
Well,
I don't know what. Like, I don't know. Good Lord.
Read that first comment. I think that's pretty accurate.
I think Amy Adams has reached the Glenn Close period of her career where she doesn't give a fuck about getting an Oscar anymore and is doing things that she thinks will be fun or very different from what she's done in the past. You'll love to see it.
Or she has tax problems.
Or she could have money problems. That's
what no. Don't tell me Amy Adams is going to become the next Nick Cage.
Wait, MSK, why are you using light mode?
Because it's the best mode.
Because he's a heathen.
To be fair, Emerald, that's kind of like the thing in Hollywood now. He did it. Mel Gibson did it last year.
Adam Sandler's been doing it.
Bruce Willis did it 2 years ago. They released there's 15 fucking movies in 1 year.
Hey!
Oh, hey, I'm cold, so I'm wearing a sweatshirt. Ooh.
What?
Hey, I got blizzard. I got blizzard warnings in my area.
80 fucking degrees here.
Dude, I work in a fucking cold ass.
Nate,
you're on the wrong mic.
You're
wrong mic, bud.
Shit.
Wrong mic.
Wrong mic, dude.
You sound like you're in a can opener.
Yeah. You are the can opener.
Can opener?
Yeah.
Or he's in the can doing his work.
But then he would sound like he's inside of a can, not like he's a can opener.
But a can opener is inside the can.
I think you're reading too much into this reference, little guy.
Oh, I am. I definitely am.
God, man. No, I mean, if she wants to get paid millions of dollars to do random Netflix movies no one cares about, I mean, go ahead. But then I don't want to hear these fucking stars bragging about, oh, no one saw my movies. Well, yeah. What do you think was going to happen? You threw that shit randomly on Netflix.
No, but the difference is the ones that are complaining about their movies not being seen are the ones that are in these huge, big blockbusters that are bombing. And they feel entitled to have that viewership and expect people because they're in it. And if you don't see it, then you're ignoring them and you're depersoning them for not going and seeing their movies.
Remember when Christopher Nolan was offered by Netflix to put Oppenheimer there? So the movie at the time was Oppenheimer he wanted to do. And Netflix tried to beat the studio to get that movie. And I was like, that would make no sense. Christopher Nolan literally wants to have his movie seen in the theater. He does not want to do no streaming shit at all.
Right, well,
Warner Brothers did him.
One movie that should have stayed as a direct to streaming, Red One. That literally was a streaming that they decided to put in the theater.
Man, I was excited for that movie.
I'm
gonna go see it on Thursday.
$250 million though.
How do I sound?
You're good now.
Much better.
That was weird.
That
just came out as an ASMR mic.
Came out of the can. You were literally sound like you were actually getting opened up by a can opener.
I mean, I haven't spoken into this thing in like 2 weeks and a half, so I don't know. Like, I checked all my settings. All my settings were fine. I guess it was just trying to reboot, and I was trying to speak too fast.
Remember last time we hung out, it did the same thing.
Oh, yeah,
no, the Curse of Strahd, it did the same thing.
The Curse of my long black rod?
No, that was Kit. That was Kit, remember?
No, it was you too. You too.
I don't
the
remember.
band?
I hate that band. They're still searching what they haven't found. And they've been doing that since the early 90s. I mean, at this point, give it up. You're not going to find what you're looking for.
What is it they're looking for? Talent?
I don't know, but they keep searching. Still haven't found it since the early 90s. At this point, give it up.
Sounds like a quest.
Atrocious music. The real atrocious one is the new Linkin Park. Fuck that shit.
Oh my god, dude! I remember seeing that video. I was like, who is this bitch, and where did they find her?" Like,
she's a Scientologist who doesn't do anything that Chester could do.
Wait, she's a Scientologist?
She's a Scientologist.
No,
like an aggressive one at that.
Huh? Wow. Somehow that just got worse.
I could ramble for
just
like
made it
3
worse.
hours on this topic.
By the way, like I was saying before, my mic sounded like it was coming out of an asshole. The reason I'm wearing a sweatshirt is because I work in a cold ass fucking beer warehouse all day. So yeah, I'm a little chilly every day.
Darnell's just a little salty because I've been bringing up the fact that we have snow and blizzard advisories.
I got that on Thursday.
Tomorrow night.
I wanted to ask you guys. I want to pick you guys' brains. Have you guys ever fantasized about kissing a man?
What?
No, not really.
Yeah, me neither. Because I'm literally heterosexual.
But you brought that out of nowhere, so that's kind of suspect.
Yeah. To add the context to that, because that out of context is wild.
I know the context.
What's the context on this?
Denzel Washington.
So Denzel Washington said he had kissed a guy during the filming of Gladiator 2, but it got cut, right? And then there was this Variety interview where that one guy talked to Ridley Scott, and he asked if it happened. Ridley Scott denies that a same-sex kiss with Denzel Washington was cut from Gladiator 2. He says, no, that's bullshit. They acted the moment it didn't happen.
That makes no sense.
So they acted like they were going to kiss each other?
No. I read that as they did, and what didn't happen was getting cut. So it's in it.
No, so actually what's going on, because a bunch of people have been asked about this, because people were trying to like frame him as being homophobic for cutting it.
Which is fine.
There was another thing by that guy who was doing all the "Is this the gayest thing ever?" interviews. He asked him about it, and
that guy?
Yeah. He asked them about it, and they were like, yeah, I was there, but we did a bunch of improvised takes, and that one just didn't make it. One of my teams didn't make it. It wasn't because of homophobia or anything like that.
I mean, the Romans were fucking their dogs back then, so I mean, kissing another man is not really the weirdest thing the Romans were doing.
They used to kiss other men. They used to go on 4 or 5 year treks, and to relieve their tension, they would jerk each other off.
Oh my God! Can I have you guys? I need to go on an orgy with you guys. I need to get a water sprinkler.
No, you don't.
What?
I'm good.
Remember, liquid diets. You got to do a liquid diet.
Is it because you can't find a woman?
No, I have sex with women every day. Usually, sometimes. Okay, never.
Then why are you asking us to jerk you off?
Here's the 40-second clip.
Got to ask you about the Denzel kiss. He said people got chicken. Did they get chicken? They kissed with the boy. Denzel kissed the man.
With the
and then he killed him.
Okay. Did he? He kissed the senator. You mean the senator?
Denzel said he kissed the man on the lips, but it didn't make the final cut.
Pause real quick.
You said a boy, you piece of shit.
He definitely wished it was a boy.
Wait a minute. Isn't this the same guy who was who was absolutely flipping and geeking out over the fact that Agatha all along was gay?
Agatha,
oh my God.
Ever?
Who the fuck is this guy? Like seriously, like
he's pretending to be a journalist.
He's in every fucking interview I see now. Like who the fuck is he?
He's their default LGBTQ interviewer because they have to put up DEI representation up here. Can we get that out of places, please?
Then why do you have someone on your stream?
It was a senator.
We even went back and looked at the film. There was never.
But this thing is, why would Denzel Washington? He's never been the guy in like controversy. Honestly, I don't really remember any controversy he's been in.
That's because Denzel is based.
Well, you could say there's one recently when he said that he backed like Morgan Freeman, like stop saying everything's racist. The racism is not rampant in America.
Oh yeah, that one.
He's probably needing more jobs.
How is it controversial to tell the truth?
Yeah. If you guys remember what Darnell's bringing up, basically there was a guy interviewing Morgan Freeman about his career in movies and everything, and the guy brought up racism, and Morgan Freeman was like, "Stop giving credence to it." But for the lack of better words, he basically saying, if you want people to stop talking about racism, don't bring it up.
I mean, he's right.
You guys ever
Everyone
seen that
lost
one
their minds.
You ever seen that one with Samuel Jackson about Django Unchained? When he asked him how he could be so comfortable saying the N-word so many times in a movie, but the interviewer was white. So Samuel Jackson was like,
Say
it.
He was like, say it, motherfucker.
Yeah. Would not continue the interview until he said it.
Yeah, he was like, you're going to say it right now, motherfucker. Otherwise this interview's over.
I mean, you guys saw Gladiator. I've never seen the first Gladiator movie.
I actually haven't.
So, are you guys going to watch Gladiator?
No, don't get surprised. He hasn't seen shit.
I'm old, man.
This kid hasn't seen shit.
All the fucking movies you be taking pictures of and advertising, you ain't seen Gladiator? What the hell, son?
Oh, wait a minute.
I have it right here. I just haven't watched it.
I do know the best line from Gladiator. Are you not entertained? I do know that. That's a great line.
I only really remember the meme.
I have a question. Arza.
Yes.
Have you seen Office Space yet?
I have not. I meant to watch it earlier and then I got busy.
Kick him. MSK, kick him.
Oh,
you know what, Darnell?
Well, you want to know what? I can't say that. That's wrong of me to say because MSK needs to kick himself for not watching the Union yet.
Okay, but Darnell, I was
there we go.
I'm thinking about doing a new show where I get a bunch of Zoomers to watch old things, and I want that to be one of the movies we cover.
You gotta watch it, dude.
You know what, Darnell? Halfway through our D&D games, I'm gonna start doing that. I'm just gonna go. Are you not entertained?
Man, the first time I saw Office Space, man, I was so high, and when that dude was talking about a stapler, like, man, I was like, we have been smoking weed, and then when the dude was doing, I couldn't. All I could do, I was like laughing so hard I was gonna throw up, man. Because like
Diesel shows up, and the first thing
I don't know, it just got me, dude. It was just it broke me, man. It was like,
dude, you show up, and the first thing out of
Mike Judge later on, and I understood why. Since like all I did was get high and watch Beavis and Butthead.
Check out Channel 7
after high school.
With the boob exam, man.
You show up and the first thing out of your mouth is, man, I was high as shit when I saw this for the first time.
I kind of get the feeling that she's cheating on me. Yeah, I get that feeling too.
Okay, do you guys want to see some definite L's?
Yeah, man, of course.
I love delusional takes and definite L.
Right here. That's an L.
No, what?
No, he's saying
there's a letter L.
There's an L.
Letter L.
Oh, letter.
I was about to go. How? I was about to go. How?
He pointed at the letter.
No, I thought he was going to talk about my sex life, but that's obviously a W. So
yeah. I was going to say.
Well, no, that's because you curve into an L.
Hello? Okay, Star Wars literally was for losers, along with Harry Potter. Losers. If you watch that shit, you were pathetic.
What?
You were a nerd.
He's
Harry
right.
Potter,
You did get
Harry Potter is this generation Star Wars. You shut your mouth.
Yeah,
I don't get Harry Potter either, man.
Aragon should have been it, but whatever.
I saw some of it and I was just like, I'm not gonna lie, man. The first thing my entire thoughts on Harry Potter when I saw it, I was like, that looks gay.
It gets better as it goes on.
Really
gay. Read the books. Because
why would I read gay books?
Actually,
I don't. Wizard stuff. I'm just like,
remember,
the only wizard I know is Ian McKellen from Lord of the Rings. That's the best wizard.
MSK only likes wizards with pointy hoods.
Before there was Avengers Endgame, there was Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows
there wasn't.
Part 2. Yes, there was.
There was John Carter. Okay, we're not on the road.
Like I said, the only wizards MSK likes have pointy hoods.
Hey, MSK, have you watched Arcane? Because I believe that show is based on like League of Legends or something.
It is. It's I forgot what section those characters are at. Jinx, Zig, they're from. Damn, where is Jinx from?
Zon.
Zon. They're from Zon. Yeah,
I don't
Jinx.
even play League of Legends anymore.
You think I know this shit? Jinx is literally just Harley Quinn. What else is she? I don't know how they haven't been sued for that.
She's actually been given nuance in the show. But in the game, she's basically just Harley Quinn.
I'll only play her because she's like half naked. That's really only my.
Of course.
I don't know. The TV show is actually. I'm gonna rewatch season 1 because I was gonna start to watch season 2 last night, but I couldn't remember season 1, so I had to. I started back, man. No, episodes are like 40 minutes long, but it's dope and the animation's sick, dude.
Well, you guys said you wanted more Arcane. You guys have to learn this when you get more League of Legends seasons, not like that, just more shows. Riot is a very terrible company at just giving fans what they want. So he said, Mark Merrill, he said they're going to have more shows like Arcane, but it won't be based off Zon. It'll be based off there's characters based off like, and people like Gladiator and fantasy like that. There's characters from Demacia that are like that.
All I want is Jin.
There's a lot of stuff.
All I want is a Jin show.
The one was like Zed and Yasuke. Oh, that'd be so good. Yeah, you're right. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah.
No, fuck Yasuke. Just Jin.
Just Jin?
Just him. And maybe Thresh. Give me Thresh too.
That's not true. If you like Star Wars,
give me Daddy Thresh.
People literally had rat tails. That's nerdy. And they're like, I can't get any girls. Fuck off.
And they got bullied.
Good. Taught him a lesson. Holy shit. Don't do that gay shit. All right. Definite L's. I can't. It's too early for this crap. I hope the cheaper eggs you feed your daughter at breakfast are worth the rights you just took away from her.
Oh, I saw that one today.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Well, you can tell she bought into the lies and propaganda.
She looks like someone that doesn't even eat eggs. Like the fuck you talking about?
Hey, fuck you! I don't eat eggs.
9 most brutal comebacks in owns. A definite L's thread. Barack Obama basically just told the whole world that Donald Trump is small in the pants. With the size of Michelle's cock, everyone looks small.
Big Mike. I like to point out though that Barack Obama has the home field advantage and still probably comes up short.
Oh God. Woof, God. You don't hate the media enough. It was sexism and racism. It was white women. It was men. Nah.
It was US.
US. What the fuck? Oh, Donald, what's going on here? Red wave. We're saving America, Jerry. Holy crap. Yeah, there are people that like there have been some couples leaving for Canada. But no, Canada's got a lot more.
Wait. Go back up to that image.
All right. Oh my God.
Why does he look like he's casting a spell?
So some people think that's actual Morgan Freeman, the actor. That's
I
not
definitely
him.
thought that at first.
It's not him. It's an actor, but it's not the one, not the black
Another actor
It's
named
it's a white dude. It's a white
What
dude.
the fuck?
What's the first word that comes to mind when you see this haircut?
Liberalism.
Mentally
Mental
unstable.
illness.
Three Stooges.
Emotional President Biden devastated over Kamala's law. Federal bureaucrats watching Elon Musk carry a sink across the White House lawn. Trump's wife is actually pretty hot. That
No, and
I
she's
knew-
also
I knew that-
brilliant, dude.
I
She
knew that's
speaks
what you were
like
gonna
so
say.
many languages too. The woman is absolutely
that
brilliant.
lady is pretty gorgeous. You can tell Trump got blown really hard when he became president. Oh my God, cock and balls all down her throat.
Okay.
Jake Paul's next.
I've seen a shit ton of these. We're like,
I
everybody
know.
on Jimmy
God.
Carter.
God,
That's because that's all he does is try to beat the shit out of senior citizens, and he
Yeah, I
want to
know what his obsession is with
First time
beating
he
the
fought an old
elderly.
man.
can he just not fight senior citizens anymore?
He doesn't fight anybody of any of.
If he tried to
Caliber.
actually
Andrew Tate called him out and said he'll put up $3 million of his money.
Any
if he'll put
MMA fighter wants to fight him.
Oh, give me 1 sec.
So he basically just put a bounty on Jake Paul's
Yeah, pretty much.
I better learn how to fight. I'll cash that check.
Oh my!
Do I have
jeez.
to box? Can I just like pull out a gun?
He doesn't. It's like Darnell said. He doesn't fight anybody. He picks people that he knows he can just, kind of spar with and not
Mike
really.
Tyson should have won that.
Yeah, he should have. Well, Prime Mike Tyson would have knocked his fucking teeth out and left him in a pool of his own blood.
I believe he would have won. He would have won that fight the other night. Y'all, I don't know who. It might be Society posted in the group chat.
Yeah, that video I saw, man.
I was watching the fight live. Well, when I was able to watch it live, I remember that when they locked up, he freaking tapped like gave him like an okay tap. I'm like, that just seems fishy. When he
was choking. Do you think it was choking?
He was coming after him in that first round.
He was fucking telling Mike, settle down, dude. Like, so, like the video said, calm down, Mike, if you want to get paid.
Because remember, before the fight, everyone saw videos of him sparring, and people say, well, the sparring guys are fighting it back. It didn't matter if the sparring partner is fighting it back. He was effectively really moving, punching, kicking, everything. I thought he was just straight up choking on. I was like, this man choking? Look, he just can't handle the pressure right now. But I don't think it was that. Maybe he pulled his punches because when he punched Jake Paul as hard as he could, he looked like he really hit him hard. I was like, holy shit.
He was choking a bunch of
that
fat
first
wads of
round, he
cash.
came after him. The first round, he went after him, man. And it was like after that little tie up, like Darnell said, it was like.
If you watch his footwork before that tie up, he looks fucking great. After that tie up, the dude's like a stick in the mud. He doesn't fucking move.
Yeah.
You know how you know it was staged? Paul's got both of his ears.
Right. Oh, Mike Tyson said he had a biting fixation. He confirmed it.
Well, you saw he bit his gloves during the fight.
Yeah,
but he always did. He always did that in his career. He always
AOC is the Democrats' best shot against Trump.
I think they mean AOC is the Democrats' back shots against Donald Trump.
I'll do it to her if she wants it. AOC, let me see what it tastes like.
No hate in my body. I'm gonna
Guys,
murder him.
Giving her back shots is the only way to turn her Republican.
She's already dropped the pronouns from her bio, so I mean,
Hey, I think she's gonna start watching D-Day Cobra because she asked for the best conservative podcast. So instead, we gave her the gayest.
Wait a minute. Why would you guys do that?
Come on, D-Day Cobra, Jeremy, the homosexual from Geeks and Gamers.
I met Jeremy. He's actually not short. What do you think of that guy's short? That guy is tall as hell. He's taller than me.
Is he bald? I must know.
Not really.
No.
No. He's a little bit of hair. I don't know what happened to us. That man, I guarantee that man looked like probably like Joe Dirt back in his day.
Joe Dirt.
Have you seen his old look? One of the things I did is I went back and I watched the oldest video on the G&G channel. And I gotta say, it made me feel so much better about the quality of my videos. Dude sits down in front of his phone in his living room.
Yeah.
Just so we're clear, Republicans say it's okay for a man to marry an 11-year-old girl, but not okay for him to marry another man.
What do you
only goat fuckers say that?
Nobody.
What do you mean?
That.
What do you
No
mean
one
by
said
that?
What?
Well, no, there are people
really?
that are, but they only are people who would normally have relationships with goats.
Who in the world would write this as a tweet and then actually hit post on their phone?
JoJo from Jers.
God. Stop imagining fake scenarios and hurting your own feelings. You're not the dumbest person on the planet, but you sure better hope he doesn't die.
I mean, most of these people do hurt their own feelings.
They just literally make up shit to be offended.
They're really afraid of their own boogeyman.
Dude, I tell you what's coming to mind, that picture where that dude, that scientist, and he's looking at the test tube and he's like, at last, pure retardium.
I love that one. Yeah, I like that one. Yeah.
It's spreading, it's growing. That's
the true pandemic of 2024 retardation.
They're putting salt in the water.
You can say the word again, though.
All right, everyone. You guys want to talk about our favorite ladies on The View? My girls. They're suffering.
Didn't Whoopi like walk off the other night or something?
No, even better. Whoopi is going on a sex strike, dude.
Wait,
I think she's safe.
Wait. She's getting.
Yeah, Whoopi Goldberg, that ugly, disgusting monkey, looks like she's from Planet of the Apes, is going on a sex strike.
I was gonna say, wait a minute.
That's she's like more like Jabba the Hutt with dreadlocks.
There's no way that grimace looking bitch is getting dick. I'm sorry.
She was with Ted Danson for a long time.
With her net worth, I'm sure she's finding a way.
All I do know is that she has alienated the Bronx pretty badly.
I should have bookmarked the tweet because Chrissy Meir tweeted that, and I looked it up. I was like, no, Whoopi Goldberg really is going to go on a sex strike. Who's piping that bitch down?
With her net worth, she can find someone.
So my girls on The View, let's see, my girls on The View, MSNBC, CNN, guys are doing pretty bad after the Trump election because they told everyone Trump is this, that, and the third. They really told you Kamala Harris would win. And The View is one of the shows that is suffering in their ratings. I don't know who still listens to the show or let alone watches it because there's literally way better things to watch other than it's
most of their audience, probably about 40% of them killed themselves out of nature in Minecraft, of course.
In Minecraft, allegedly said by Ars that chats on his own channel right now currently. And it's
on my own channel, yep.
Their souls get trapped in Barovia for eternity.
What is wrong with you? ABC brass scrambled to bring in pro-Trump voices to The View. Add other shows panic mode. Hey, I recommend Selena, Tiny, Gal, C.S. Johnson all apply to go on.
Can I go on? That? I can keep up with any bitch.
You're not a woman.
According to them, he can identify as one. So
exactly,
that's true.
Hey, they let gay men on. I can pretend to be more gay than I really am.
I'm only gay on Tuesday. All right. So what's going on with The View? This is an exclusive.
Isn't Whoopi moving? I thought she said she was moving, and she actually is moving to Canada.
I think she has bigger problems to go over.
I think what's actually I believe Whoopi is actually just going to her winter home.
Oh no, Canada's cracking down on immigration right now.
Of course.
Yeah, if your name's not Mohammed, you're not welcome.
All right. Sorry, give me one sec. Screen was freezing up for a moment there. ABC brass are in panic mode as they hunt for conservative voices to balance. Thank you, ads. Thank you. To balance the rabid anti-Trump rhetoric spewed by the hosts on The View, as well as those on other shows. The Post has learned the Disney-owned network, which came under fire over how ABC News moderators grilled Donald Trump during the presidential debate against Vice President Kamala Harris, has been holding high-level meetings since last week's rout by the former president. Sources close to the situation told the Post ABC News Group President Deborah O'Connell and her recently elevated boss of ABC News, Alman, I'm not pronouncing that, held the intense sit-downs with executive producers of the network's various shows and other senior editorial leaders, sources said. Damn, it's getting bad over there.
I'd say the language used in this is kind of shocking given who wrote this.
I'm just pointing out, if you have a podcast and everyone agrees on everything, eventually people in their minds go, wait a minute, there's no actual conflict there. They're just saying the same shit constantly.
It's an echo chamber. It's the literal definition of an echo chamber.
First on the agenda, according to one insider, is finding a pro-Trump panelist for its top-ranked daytime talk show. Put Jeremy Griggs on there. I want to die of laughter. I
Just
want
put
to
Nerd
die.
Erotic up there.
No, it's got to be. It's the female show. It is the View, so it can only be a female.
It can be female
because they discriminate against male hosts.
Gina Carano.
Share my screen.
Gina Carano.
Holy
crap!
Michael Strahan was on there.
You're telling me that fucking monstrosity's getting dick down?
There's no way.
Sure.
Actually, no way.
See, I like Razorfist's point here. Now hear me out, Ray Soft Yoda.
Co-hosted by ultra-liberals Whoopi Goldberg, Joy Behar, blah, 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 as well as Republican Trump bashers Ana Navarro and Alyssa Farah Griffin. The View is facing pressure from higher-ups. The source said viewers can expect some major changes, including bringing in new panelists that can bring in pro-Trump perspective. It's not even about just bringing in a pro-Trump perspective, just bring out a balanced perspective. It's all you need.
You know, for a show called The View, there's not a single thing on it that I want to look at.
That's true.
Why does her hair look like dirty soot?
Oh shit! The source did not signal whether one of the.
Do you guys think the carpets match the drapes?
No. Her vagina's hairy and it's disgusting.
That's what he's saying. Like the hair.
That's what that means.
I know. I was fucking with you.
Oh,
that
okay.
shit is not clean nor shaven.
Then.
Looking like a roast beef sandwich from Arby's.
Everyone on The View endorsed Kamala Harris. No shit. I got to told you that for free. They lost. They are out of touch with America. Yes.
You
The
think?
source said. Yeah. They don't actually know what's crazy. They still don't know why they lost. They're still talking about why they should have won. These people are mentally deranged. For a show about different perspectives, The View doesn't seem to have any when it comes to Trump. ABC bosses don't want to alienate the pro-Trump demographic. That's such bullshit.
It's too late. You should have done that years ago.
Yeah.
This is such cop-out bullshit.
Yep.
Because listen, if Kamala Harris won, we wouldn't be seeing information like this.
Nope.
You see, they're in panic mode. They're in panic mode because it's every program, their views and their ratings keep dropping. No pun intended. Their views and the ratings keep dropping more and more and more because of their bullshit. And now it's getting to a point where, oh shit, we're at a risk of getting our asses fucking canceled. We got to do something. It's just damage control. That's all it fucking is, man. They don't give a shit about the Trumpers or whatever the fuck you call them. They don't give a shit about the right or anyone on that side. They're just doing this so they can try to bring people back. That's all it is.
I'm kind of shocked that. Mm-hmm. I'm kind of shocked that no one on the right has bothered to create their own counter version of The View.
I thought they did.
No, they do. It's not. There is. It's on Fox News. It's called Outnumbered.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
No, I'm dead serious. Yeah, it exists.
Kind of a cool
but you're not going to have it on any of the ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox, because those channels are owned by Disney.
A second source with knowledge said the expected network-wide reshuffle comes after execs were caught flat-footed about the pro-Trump sentiment of the country. Okay, that just proves that they pivoted.
That is a lot. That right there is just overall a lie. because the pro-Trump sentiment was pretty obvious in this country prior to the election. They chose to ignore it. They decided to listen to an outlying poll that all of a sudden showed Kamala flipping Iowa and change and a 13-point swing in her direction in a highly red state.
Yeah.
I mean,
these people truly think with all their influence that they're the voice of reason. No, we have all the power here. No, you don't. American people just prove that. We are trying to sort out how we cover the next 4 years when everyone inside ABC News is on one side. The only way you do that, okay, let's just say you do want to reshuffle. The only way you do that is you fire most of these people, because the only way that you can actually push a new perspective on people is if you actually get rid of people that don't want to have a balanced conversation. That's it. But I highly doubt you can do that. So you have to fire most of these people. The person said, speaking broadly about the network, which is also home to Good Morning America and World News Tonight. The View is an opinion-based show featuring a diverse panel of women with different points of view. Not true.
Bullshit.
That's bullshit. That's literally bullshit. The current panel is clearly resonating with audiences, given that the series just had its highest rated episode in more than a decade.
Bullshit.
Only because, because of the election. It was only because of that.
They wanted people tuned in to see their meltdowns.
Yeah, people.
That's why tuned into it.
Yeah. Like he said, people only tuned into that shit because they wanted to watch these fucking bitches just lose their minds.
They were riding the wave of the election, and hey, if Kamala Harris did win, their ratings would be way better right now. But that did not happen. That thing, to have your highest rated episodes in about 4 years, that's pretty bad. Like, that means these ratings must be in the literal toilet, because I don't know who watches that trash. The first source said ABC's pivot could ruffle feathers with The View's top talent. They have top talent? Oh, God. This lady out here talking about, I'm a person of color, blah, 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 blah. Yeah.
Is that a white guy?
I'm so talented. I get paid to stare at a camera and tell people how much better I am than they are. Whatever. Shut the fuck up.
You know, we're kind of doing the same thing, right?
Say what?
Nate, we're kind of doing the same thing right here.
What? We're not getting paid millions of dollars for it, technically.
But I'm not paid to do this, so I mean, there is a major.
I will also say, she was like, I can't believe this country wouldn't vote for a woman of color who married a Jewish man. What the fuck?
Well, here's the thing. At least if I'm wrong, I'll look you in the eye and I'll tell you that I'm wrong, unlike these pretentious cunts.
You look me in the eye, I'm never wrong. If you look me in the eye, we're making out.
What?
That's right. Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
I mean, dude, hey, those are ropes, dude.
Oh my God.
Those are the rules. You gotta abide by the rules on this show.
Hey, Arza is staring you down, MSK.
Oh my God. It's not Tuesday, Arza. It's Monday.
Ho ho, Merry Christmas.
You made me a promise.
No.
Hey, do you get this reference? Ho ho, Merry Christmas. You ready to do some kissing?
Oh my God. In the days following the election, the hosts have been outspoken about their disdain for the country's decision to re-elect Trump. That's just what we call on the internet salt. They're salty as fuck. The question is, what will happen to whoopies? Oh my God. The question is, what will happen to the whoopies and the joys if they bring on a Trumpster? The source said.
They will literally melt. Like their faces will melt like the fucking Nazis from Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Literally, I remember you guys watched the James Franco Planet of the Apes movie. Remember how Caesar was not as hairy in that one movie, and then the next movie he's like full blown hairy, talking retarded. Yeah, that's what Whoopi would be.
I don't know how to respond to that.
Goldberg, the show's longest running permanent co-host, joining the program in 2007, said a day after the election that her policy against Trump, said a day after the election that her policy against uttering Trump's name isn't changing. Yeah, one of the hosts literally refuses to even name Trump, like just at all. She just calls him, I don't know what he calls him.
I really hope that people troll her by setting up Trump signs in her yard.
Well, right now she's embroiled in some controversy for trying to get a 130-year-old bakery canceled in
You're right.
the Bronx.
Yeah.
And when all of it, so Whoopi is actually on the hook possibly for defamation.
Good.
Oh, there's no possible she committed defamation.
Well, what was she saying? Like, I've heard the story.
She probably talked in Ebonics or something.
No. What happened was that in the Bronx, there's this bakery. She gets her desserts from this bakery that she wanted to bring on to The View. She on The View didn't get for her birthday. She didn't get it. And she said that, well, they told me it was because their boiler was broken or something like that, but I saw other people getting stuff. So clearly they just didn't want to serve me because they didn't like my politics.
Well, no, they actually sent someone to buy the cakes. So someone actually did buy the cakes and bring them on The View.
They did get them later, but that wasn't the point. The point is their boiler was down, and this bakery didn't want to commit to providing a service if they weren't going to be able to because they were in the middle of a repair. So they weren't going to take on an order if they could not meet the order because of system failure, because they're in over 100-year-old building. Stuff breaks. And so she went on The View, a national broadcast, and essentially said, this bakery refused to serve me clearly because they don't like my liberal politics. To the fact that even the other hosts of The View were spitting the dessert out of their mouths in disgust, ohs and all the other noises from their audience. And it's like, no, I hope they sue her.
They are. From what I understand, they are.
Good.
Now, the one thing is, it did lead to them getting a fuck ton of support in response.
Damn. Talk about shooting yourself in the foot, right?
Yeah. He's now the president. She said, I'm still not going to say his name. That's okay.
To change. We've got video clips of saying, Donald, I love you.
The Sister Act star has refused to say Trump's name on The View since he first took office in 2016, explaining that she can't bring herself to put the word president before the name Trump. What a deranged
she's going to be disrespectful,
dude.
What is she? An election denier?
She probably, dude. She probably has straight up nightmares about that motherfucker. Like she probably wakes up and Trump is just her fucking sleep paralysis demon.
Not nightmares. Those are called fantasies.
Let me ask y'all something.
What?
Do y'all think that that they really do hate him, or they're playing it up for the camera?
No, I think they're playing it up for the camera.
I think they'll convince themselves that they hate him.
Mm-hmm.
I think in the beginning they were playing. I think in the beginning,
you know where I'm going with this.
I think in the beginning they were just playing it up, the disgust, because they saw that it helped their ratings. But then they started to convince themselves of those things to now they actually believe them.
How the fuck do you give yourself Stockholm syndrome? What the hell?
Well, let me refer to the Vince McMahon thing on Netflix.
Yeah.
Towards, I think it's the last episode, they ask him a question or they ask him something, and he says a lot. Oh yeah, because when these wrestlers are think they're their characters, like when you play something for so long, you start to think you're that, and that's what he's talking and was talking about. They played that so long that they now believe, and that's what you hear someone say. If you call someone something,
I think they got all their talking points from, where they get their talking points from. It's always shot down to them, and they spew rhetoric. And I think with enough time, they actually just adopted to hating him because they knew that's the only way they're going to keep their jobs.
No,
but I do believe generally they hate
it's
him
not
now.
that. It goes back to addiction behavior, and maybe Diesel can speak to this a little bit because of recovery. It's the whole point that you have people that are alcoholics, and they convince themselves that they're fine. They convince themselves there's nothing wrong with them when there is problems, and they refuse to see the truth. They convince themselves. It's the same type of behavior. Am I wrong, Diesel?
What's up?
I was just saying that we're talking about the fact that I personally think the women of The View started off the hatred of Trump because it helped ratings, but they believed it for so long they started to believe it themselves. They convinced themselves, and I said that's more like addict behavior, like an alcoholic that doesn't see their own disease, and they keep telling themselves that they're fine, so they never think they have a problem. They continue to tell themselves, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. And it's not, and it takes a big major incident to get their lives back on track.
I don't think that at all. I think it's more like these people are a bunch of elites that they hate the rest of us. They hate the little people. They don't care what we think. They know what's best for us. They're going to go along with this globalist establishment regime regardless, man. They've just been doing that for so long. That's just where they're going to go. These people have they've sold their soul for all of this power and stuff that they have, money and power and stuff like that. They're gonna go along with that, man. They can't. They can't not. And that's they went full bore. They tried, I mean, and I don't think these people aren't going to change. They're elite. They don't have to. They're not affected by grocery prices. They're not affected by any of this stuff. Like a dude I know was just on Twitter earlier talking about Steve Bloom, the voice actor.
Yeah.
He was on there posting something about some woman was talking about the inflation, the price of groceries and stuff like that, and he was like talking about, no, it's not. Not trying to argue with these people that the economy's good and there's no inflation, that groceries aren't high. Just saying some kind of elitist nonsense like that.
Mm-hmm.
They don't care. They've got their they as long as they're taken care of, they don't give a damn, dude. Those
Meanwhile, the other co-host,
every one of those people on The View don't give a damn about any of us. We're peons. We're nothing.
Boy, I need to learn how to do super discreet pumping.
Jeez. Meanwhile, the other co-hosts have also expressed their disappointment, with Hostin saying she was profoundly disturbed by the results. Yeah. Hostin also blamed uneducated white women for Kamala Harris's election loss.
Oh, real quick, what you said, Emerald, is right, and that would be with normal people. That would kind of work if you were dealing with people with kind of like a normal situation, or people like that would, that would actually realize the things that they've done. But these people, they have no desire whatsoever to care, is what I'm saying. But what's your assessment of that type of behavior is correct for a certain type of person. That's exactly correct. And I didn't want to, discount all the things that you were talking about. No.
By the way, did you guys hear that? Oh yeah, all these white women that weren't stupid enough to spend thousands and thousands of dollars yearly on a fucking degree that ain't gonna get them anywhere in life. Oh yeah, they're uneducated. They're stupid.
Oh, okay. Another thing I wanted to point out: Trump's, I don't know if it's his granddaughter. She is very, very proud of her granddad for everything. She posts on social media, and liberals just, oh my god, they go after her so hard. It's like, it's a 16-year-old girl just happy that her granddad is president.
In regards,
teenager.
In regards to these stupid, quote unquote, educated women, I'm in psychology. There are people in my psych classes who could not figure out how to press 3 buttons on a calculator.
Do you know why they can't? Because they're TikTok brain rotted. Those people couldn't sit down and probably read a page out of a book. Probably.
I've literally tried having the most brain dead discussion with these people, and they cannot do it. They cannot string 2 sentences together, and somehow they're not being veiled.
Anytime I see uneducated listed in there, I read that as unindoctrinated white women.
Lord. All right. I think, good Lord, stop ads. I think Trump's victory had nothing to do with policy. Oh, okay, that's cope. Cope out the ass. I think
it's because he's so fucking hot.
That's true. I think this was a referendum on cultural resentment in this country. She said, "Black women tried to save this country again."
Last time I checked, this country wasn't made out of fried chicken.
Wait. Also, it's crazy how black women said, "Well, we tried to save." Weren't you guys calling yourself a minority?
Last time I looked,
minorities save an entire country. That makes no sense logically.
Last time I checked, nothing about your lives fundamentally changed when Obama was in office and Biden.
Oh yeah, they did. They had more Tyrone boyfriends who beat them up. They had they were like 6 baby moms to a bunch of different black guys.
So if Obama didn't come in to save your ass, what the fuck makes you think Kamala was going to come in and save your ass? You're coping.
We presidents and shit.
Black women tried to save the country. Oh no! You mean those hood thoughts with no hair, having a bunch of kids?
Can we get a T-shirt with Obama on it? He's got a do-rag on and a chain, and it says "We was presidents."
Oh shit! What we do not have is white women. You guys were calling white women racist. That's why you didn't have them. You called them racist for 4 years. Of course, they're not gonna give a fuck what you say. Good, I love white women.
It's almost like when you gaslight someone, they're not gonna want anything to do with you.
Yeah,
right?
Who voted
Wait,
about
hold up a second.
52% for Donald Trump.
Did they give
Uneducated
the
white
number-
women is my understanding.
Did they give the percentage of black women who voted for Trump?
It was very
the numbers
low from
came
what I
out
heard.
that
9%.
The numbers came out just as the generic breakdown, and 1/3 of minorities voted for Trump.
He
Because
said
that would
he
mean
doesn't
that's
have
still
Now,
more
I
white.
heard that it was 91% of black women voted
So that
for
means
Kamala.
that still more white women voted for Trump than black women did.
Yeah. So well, he also said he didn't have favor with black women anyway. Even early in the voting polls, he never does well with black women. Black men he's gotten better with, but black women, no, they're not voting for that guy.
As for the black women that did vote for him, hey, call me.
No, they're Shaniquas. You have Latino men actually voting more for him, Austin added. Well, of course. You know what's crazy how that side blamed Mexicans for voting for Trump. Weren't they your Latinx or some shit like that? Nah, of course not.
Tinkerbell.
Oh, Lord.
What the fuck is a Latinx? Is that a crossbred between a Latina and a fucking Chinese person? Like, what the hell is that?
Former co-host Meghan McCain, whose father, John McCain, lost to Barack Obama in 2008, ripped her old colleagues from their reactions to Trump's win. Respectively, please stop sending me clips from The View, McCain wrote on X last week. It's a radical, progressive, insane asylum, and that is why I left years ago.
Yeah, radical progressive.
That's coming a lot. That's saying a lot coming from a rhino warmongering family like yours.
If John McCain calls you that, bro, you know you have some problems. She also called out the show for not having a single conservative woman on the panel during the election cycle. It is actual, what the hell is this
malfeasance?
Malfeasance
on the part of ABC News that there isn't one single conservative woman on The View this morning who voted for Trump or simply isn't repulsed by his supporters to explain to America why he is still so popular, she wrote. Media watchers expect rival networks to follow suit and bring in more Trump-friendly voices to not only appear on air, but also to help produce TV shows. It's over. Wait, this is, oh my Lord, where do we even start with this? First of all, if you knew these were potential problems you could have if Trump won, then you should have already started pivoting before that. They legitimately thought she was going to win so hard that they were like, you know what, if she won, Kamala Harris would have just boosted our ratings up. But keep in mind, most people are only watching the news because the election, they generally have pretty good election coverage from what they can gather. The reason why most people don't watch TV anymore like that. Who still actively watches like ABC News, KTLA 5, CBS, MSNBC, CNN? I mean,
brainwashed liberals who look at the TV and go, "Master."
Literally,
Master.
parents of your age, dude, your parents, Nate's parents, Arthur's parents, people of that generation still watch the news.
You mean my generation?
Actually,
yes,
his generation.
No, let's be
Wow.
honest.
Generation.
I don't
The
want to call these
majority
so
of
old.
viewers of The View are just empty hospital waiting rooms.
It is true.
He's
I mean,
right.
that's the reason why CNN had such their high ratings because they were in every airport. That's
my parents
I mean,
actually don't watch the news.
Of course they don't. They're smart.
Yeah, I'm the same age as his parents and his parents.
Yeah,
My
so
mom-
like Darnell's parents would be like watching the news still. Like
No.
your mom and
No.
dad.
Hey, Nate, is your mom single? I could be your new daddy.
Oh my god.
No, she's not.
Yeah,
you know, it's
for me too.
You know what's funny? When I asked her why she doesn't watch the news anymore, she's like, because I like my brain and I like my sanity, son.
I like my brain.
Gen X.
I'm
Gen
stealing that.
baby. Gen fucking X, baby.
I am stealing that. Why don't you watch the news? I like my brain.
Dude, my grandfather who died at 93 wouldn't watch that shit. He watched the local news and that was it.
My dad's response was even funnier. He's like, I'd rather cut off my ball and feed it to the dog than ever watch Fox News. Like, they don't watch any kind of fucking news at all, man. They don't.
Fox News is fake. They're just controlled opposition. There's one or two okay people on there, but
I like a few. That's it.
When my
If they're
grandfather
not on
comes
there,
over,
I don't watch, honestly.
he either watches Fox or Western. So I got my parents a Blu-ray player and a bunch of Western collections. So he doesn't watch Fox News anymore.
Gosh, man. Oh, shit. It's crazy.
What?
I remember it was the Boston mayor, the one with the pronouns in her bio. Remember last year she had this letter going out saying, "Do not invite white people or straight white males to our Christmas party." Remember that one?
Yep.
Yeah, they had segregated
They
holiday
literally
parties.
they tried basically putting out an email saying we are segregating white males from our Christmas party. What about the pricks, dude?
These are the same people that tried to segregate theaters when Black Panther came out.
They're literally currently advocating for black-only graduations.
Oh, they've already done them in some places.
And dormitories.
Suddenly, that
all this cultural Marxism got ramped up, dialed up to 11 with Barack Hussein Obama. Everybody was cool before that piece of shit came in, and he dialed it up to 11. You have to dial it up. They couldn't split up people based on class. They had to do it by race, gender, sexual orientation, whatever, and then other nonsense that they could come up with. It's all cultural Marxism, man. You know, some of these lower people on they just eat it all up. Racist white people, and they just eat it up, just like in
the
reality, it's elites versus the rest of us, man, and they hate the rest, and they hate us all.
You know, the Boondocks had it right when they brought Martin Luther King back, and he was like, "Is this it? Is this all I took all those ass whoopings for?" Rest in peace to the GOAT, man. Shit.
God, man.
He would be rolling in his fucking grave if he saw these dumbasses. If he saw
black people. No, just imagine what he would see black people if he could see what they are right now voting for these people. He would lose his brain. He would actually go, "I'm done. I'm going back in the grave."
Well, that's what he did in the show in the Boondocks.
Yeah, you're right. See,
he literally called them out on their shit and then died. What the fuck?
Oh,
I mean, why do you think the CIA killed him?
All right.
Well, that's literally why Malcolm X was murdered, was because he pointed out the fact that they had lost the movement.
Did he famously say he's scared of the white liberal or something like that?
White liberal males specifically.
White little male, yeah. Good gracious. You know what's also crazy? Do you guys have money for this? Do you guys want to have me take you on a cruise because we're so distraught that Donald Trump got reelected?
Is this a segue into something like?
Yeah, sounds like a segue into my pain.
I know exactly what the segue is into.
Yep.
A cruise company is offering a 4-year journey to escape Donald Trump's presidency. Yep. I'm not kidding. This is real. Price is at $256K for one person to have their own room for 4 years. $160K per person for a double occupancy room for 4 years.
That's not a good deal.
Beer and wine is included.
You know,
that's not a good deal.
You know, it'd
terrible.
You know, it'd be funny if the cruise ship had a McDonald's and they got on it, and it's just Donald Trump working the front counter, and he's like, "Hey, look at the McDonald's. How can I help you today?"
We need to dock in your port. Why do you need to dock in your port?
You've
had a huge outbreak of monkeypox.
You just watched 55 plus people throw themselves overboard.
I mean, look at the prices. $256 for one person.
Yeah,
$160. So it's over $300,000 for two people in a room.
Yes,
that's not good math. I mean,
that's.
I would give you. You should get a discount for being two people in the same room. That's how you get people in your doors.
Yeah.
This is aimed at mentally ill people with lots of money, man. That can't do a lot of math and don't really care. Somebody's just sitting over there just thinking, "Ooh, I got a great idea."
I say let's do it. Let's put them all on a ship, send them out to the Atlantic. I'll film it. We'll call it the Titanic 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
Good God.
Electric Boogaloo.
You're mentally disturbed.
Imagine being so fucking like mentally damaged by someone by someone who's going to be a sitting president that you're willing to spend $256,000 just to float at sea for 4 years, not knowing if there's going to be hurricanes or fucking tsunamis.
That's $181.50 a day.
That is ridiculous. Nobody's paying for that. If you try to pay for that, you need to check yourself.
If you go on that cruise, you need to throw yourself off that yacht.
If you go on that cruise, you deserve to get a torpedo to the bow section. I'm just saying.
Oh my god! All right, you guys want to see a black woman?
No.
Is she hot at least?
No, she's a Shaniqua.
Do those exist?
No.
Yes.
There's really attractive black girls out there.
Nate, is that
and on your side of the United States, yes. On my side, no, we have ratchet ones.
And someone feels uncomfortable, we can't go to that home. If you have loose dogs and someone on the team is comfortable with dogs and another person is not, we can't go to that home because of safety precautions.
So you feared the Trump houses. The people on FEMA were fearing
pause.
the Trump houses like they were.
Remember, kids. Inward moments are the third leading killer of black men behind pork chops and FEMA.
Oh shit! Oh god! Oh,
I rewatched that episode the other day.
That was amazing. An inward moment where you're throwing a chair.
It's the third leading killer of black men behind pork chops and FEMA.
Referring people with vicious dogs in their backyard.
Exactly. And that's based on the trends.
All right. So basically the context of this is FEMA official who was fired for skipping homes with Trump signs says they're allowed to pass over homes if they feel uncomfortable and compares Trump homes to vicious dogs. Are we living in the end times? Oh, no, we had this one.
Well, I mean, me and society have universally agreed that we're currently living in Revelation right now. So,
do that one where a Bible in the hurricane got impaled on a light post on Revelations.
Yep.
Yeah.
So this argument started popping up again about is streaming harder than a 9 to 5?
Obviously.
Yes. Yeah. Content creation, sitting in a chair and talking to a microphone, so hard. Obviously.
You know how hard it is to have a personality?
No.
Good point.
Wait a minute. I hate you. Just because you hate your job, doesn't mean your job is hard. What? That doesn't make logical sense. Who taught you people how to voice out your thoughts in your head?
Wait, that makes sense. Just because you hate your job doesn't mean your job is hard. No, that makes sense.
You can also hate your job that's really hard. Physical labor.
But yet this fucker seems to think that that streaming is more harder than a 9 to 5.
I'm also pointing out this guy is saying this in his perfectly clean room with a bed on a microphone, saying your job isn't hard.
You could literally turn it off at any moment, go to fucking sleep, maybe go get some nachos from the other room. But but your life is so hard.
Wait. Did you guys see that streamer who was saying he's going to quit and become a mailman because his daily revenue dropped to $2,000?
It's probably because his viewers realized he's full of shit, and
he thinks he could make $2,000 a day as a mailman.
Michael's a mailman. Michael said he makes like
$2,000.
He could have as a milkman, but
dude, $2,000 a day as a mailman. Sign me up for that fucking job. I only make $1,500 every 2 weeks.
I like how these people are like, man, I don't make $10,000 this day. I made only $5,000. You make $5,000 in a day just turning on your computer and talking. You privileged son of a bitch.
Dude, I would love to sit in front of my computer and get paid to stream Skyrim for 9 fucking hours. Fuck this guy. You're a fucking privileged ass troglodyte. Shut the hell up.
Sue says streaming is harder than a 9 to 5 due to being unable to mentally clock out. What the fuck? Your generation is trash. Who raised you? Who actually taught you about life?
Who are your parents? Where the fuck are your parents?
He's black. He didn't have a dad. Single mom, LaQuisha, welfare probably. Holy shit. God damn. Do we have to?
I want to know what kind of 9 to 5 he thinks is harder than streaming.
And I'm not saying streaming to that amount of people can't be hard, because you do have to put on a facade, right? What I'm saying is, just from concept alone, you sit down, you turn on your computer, your microphone turns on, your webcam turns on, and you play and talk and do whatever. That just from the concept alone is way easier than doing any job. You're just sitting down.
You don't have to put on a facade. You can literally just be yourself. You just
Look,
you just have to be entertaining.
Yeah.
I have had the easiest 9 to 5. I was a COVID screener, so I walked to the hospital. I sat down there. I had the only thing is I had to wear a mask the entire time and tell people to put masks on. But I asked people 4 questions and then I put a wristband on their arm. That's all I did. Recording and streaming is easier than that,
dude. I have to go to work every day. Get on a tablet, do a survey, get on the fucking forklift, go in the warehouse and load about 25, 30 trucks a
Wait, are
day.
you forklift certified?
Yes, I'm forklift certified.
Oh, yeah, he is. Yeah. Congrats.
But load about 20 to 30 trucks a day, each fucking truck having anywhere between 17 to 25 pallets on it. Man, fuck this dude. You don't know what the hell he's talking about.
Yeah, this thing is, people gotta understand. A lot of people hate their jobs, and it can be very hard because it provides for their family. Like, you could use cops, you could use lawyers, anyone in law enforcement.
I'd love to see this guy work on an oil rig.
Go be a correctional officer in a jail. You tell me if that's hard.
He would be somebody.
The only position he could have in the jail would not be a corrections officer.
He would go in as a straight black man and walk out somebody's wife.
That sounds hot.
Big Mike 2.0.
Blue Scorpio, what's up, buddy? How you doing, man? Let's hear this animal on what he's gonna say.
Can't have an opinion on that unless you actually worked a real job and you actually stream.
Yeah, I would agree with that. The only way you can actually have an opinion on both is if you literally have done both. This is one of the few things where, like, if someone hasn't done either or, I wouldn't take their opinion seriously. Because if a streamer has never worked an actual 9 to 5, well, how would you know what a 9 to 5 is? Or how intense it could be? I mean,
you didn't do both, you can't have an opinion, bro. That's just the truth. When I worked, dude, chat, I used to work one of the hardest jobs on planet Earth, bro. I was working.
Pause. If it was that hard, then why are you bitching about streaming
Wait.
time?
He was saying what it is. You might need to back up a second or two.
A lot of mind power and brain power and a lot of time, bro. Like, it was a really, really difficult job, bro. I had to do a lot of shit. And streaming is still harder, bro.
I just don't get how streaming's harder.
I would love to know. Okay, here's the thing. He said you can't make a statement on streaming if you haven't streamed. That was the point of his earlier comment. Wasn't the 9 to 5 is streaming?
Yeah.
Every single stream I've done was easier than I thought it would be. Streaming is the easiest thing I have done on YouTube.
I mean, yeah, I have to put a little effort into my D&D streams, but dude, if I could stream D&D for a living, I would never work a 9 to 5 again.
Yeah,
the hardest part I have found with doing my show so far has been doing the thumbnail.
Yeah.
That's why I read
that's why it's so easy for me, because Iron does it for me.
Yeah. I
stream
this
is
thing
brought to you
every
by
stream.
Canva.
I'm also saying, like, I'm not saying that streaming can't be hard mentally, right? But keep in mind,
it can be exhausting mentally and all that kind of stuff. But man, dude, I've shoveled dirt on a golf course in Alabama in the middle of July, dude, for a whole summer. I had to do that when we were cleaning up, when they had to put this new irrigation thing in.
Hi, Jack.
Jack is here. Oh shit!
I don't think you can compare streaming to that, man.
Not even that. There's mailmen. You go saying mailmen before. There was mailmen that have to deliver people's mail in the snow where it's like 13 degrees out. Don't you tell me that streaming's harder than that. Any physical labor job that's a 9 to 5, but they have to provide for their family.
I used to work on a back deck of a boat in 120-degree weather.
Oh my god!
No wind in the middle of the Gulf in the fucking summer, dude. Like my arms are turning black from the sun on my phone.
Oh my god,
dude! I used
to work. You watch as your rice disappeared?
No. I've only felt half that.
I used to work in a hot car parts warehouse that had no fucking air conditioning whatsoever, getting screamed at by ungrateful dickhead boss every fucking day. Like, you've got it easy, bro.
Oh, keep in mind, another benefit to streaming and being able to stream. And I'm gonna say, hey, if people are able to do that, I'm glad you can. I'm glad you don't have to go do a 9 to 5. None of us want to do 9 to 5s. You don't, no boss. You like make your own schedule and stream whatever you want. You literally can just you know how life is better without a boss, someone over your shoulder constantly.
You know, I heard it pointed out, and I agree 100%. The only time recording and streaming is hard is if you're not being honest. If you have to put on a persona to do it, That's when it gets hard. But if you have to put on Persona, you shouldn't be doing it in the first place. The only reason to stream is if you actually want to be doing it.
Scorpio says, I've crawled around in a 120-degree attic for 6-hour stretches doing Havoc? HVAC several times. You find Jesus. Oh, God. You in hell? That sounds like you were literally in hell.
In addition to work on the boats like I used to, I've done that for no fucking pay. When your grandfather is a Marine and knows how to do just about everything, you help fix everything and you don't get paid for it. And when you ask about pay, he looks at you like you fucking crazy and says you get paid. You get to eat, you get to sleep, you get all the benefits of being around in the house.
And you're learning a skill at the same time.
Correct.
Oh, for the D&D guys, they're doing something for D&D. They're not transitioning yet. There's a D&D anthology series coming out called Secret Level. Don't know if you guys heard of it. Just one. You know, just a D&D.
You know, it won't be nearly as good as the D&D show from the 70s, 80s,
80s.
You think I follow that nerd shit?
Go to work.
That's a great show.
5 p.m. hits. You don't have to think about that shit at all. You could go home, golf
Fuck you.
Hours before you log back in, and you're good, bro.
Pause this. Fuck you. No, you can't just go at 5 o'clock. I don't know anybody who who works full time as an adult who gets off and is like, work's done. Don't have to think about it again.
It's literally whoever. That's what I'm saying. I don't know who raised some of these kids. They're just they don't have concepts of life. All they can talk is in surface level points. They don't have any thought process at all.
This is the only time I'll back up any of your racism, but I can sum it up. Like this: fatherless behavior. This is just fatherless behavior right here.
This is actually one of the things that really made me want to start doing YouTube, because I'm so tired of these being the only Gen Z anyone ever sees. Because this is only about half of us.
I hope. More. You make me want to throw myself up a bridge,
bro. People confuse hating your job with it being hard, bro. Just because you hate your job,
both of those things can be true. You can hate your job and it could be hard.
So what's he implying? That he
those things literally can be both true.
Wait, so he's implying that his job is easy, and he just hates it, even though it's easy.
That makes no sense.
You can literally hate your job and it be hard. I that's not even a point. That's just like self-explanatory. What the?
Pull up what Jack said.
Who's the over-entitled
Somalian on the screen?
They might be brothers. You never know.
Job doesn't mean your job is hard.
He's Johnny Somali's entitled brother.
Hard? How would you even know someone's job is hard? You've not had one for a while, unless you count streaming as a job.
I've had this is the kind of motherfucker that if I put him on a forklift tomorrow, he would freeze up. He would be so scared that he wouldn't know what the fuck to do, and he'd run the fuck out of there, because little privileged fucks like this have never held a real job in their life.
Well, I want to know what job he had that he said was the hardest job in the world.
He never actually.
What? Good.
He probably worked a cash register at a McDonald's. He's a jackass, dude.
He was a busboy.
I'm not even saying, because when people say consecration easy, I don't think consecration is easy. But if you're telling me which one is harder, working a 9 to 5 is harder. Not everyone's going to be successful if you do consecration, obviously. No. But 9 to 5 is still harder. You know, I mean, you could be consecrators like us, or I have to talk to you consecration fucks every day. But you never know.
Mine's like a 3 to 11.
To constantly see a million times a day people talking about you, people saying shit, people doing this, people doing that.
Yeah, that's called living in the real world, you fucking bitch.
You know, I don't know if you guys are on any of the new YouTuber groups online, but I'm in a couple on Reddit, and it's literally every single one. People bitching about how do you deal with the trolls? And I'm looking at them like, why are you doing YouTube? You do not have the capabilities or the mentality to do this. What are you doing on this website?
Also, just to kind of piggyback off that, if just in case he's implying that he's talking about people talking shit about him on the internet, like, dude, you're on the internet. People are not going to like you. People are not going to like your content or what you do. Not everybody is going to be
even if you were to, or vice versa. Even if he said, well, in real life at jobs, people talk shit. Yeah, that's called living life. It's called being a man. You're not being a fucking bitch. You deal with it. You shut up. And you go to work and you get paid.
There's plenty of people out there that don't fucking like me. Oh well.
Yeah.
You know?
I love getting nasty comments on my videos.
Me too.
Like if
I enjoy writing them on your videos.
What's up? Oh my god! Oh my god!
A normal fucking job. You don't. On God, you don't. Like if fucking Kevin Hart said making movies is harder than a 9 to 5, nobody would give a fuck. But when a streamer says,
oh my lord!
Did you just compare acting in a movie to stream it? Wait, this guy.
Hold up. I'm not trying to bat for actors, but aren't actors on set like 10, 12 hours a day getting the movie done?
Usually about 12, but sometimes it can go longer because they have their unions and shit.
That's actually working. That's actually working to some degree.
And not to be fair, it may not be physically exhausting, but mentally.
That is
because you're actually playing a character.
Yeah, but once again, one, you're playing a character. Two, you're probably spending hours and hours and hours on set, and on top of that, depending where the film is being filmed, you could be hours and hours and miles away from your fucking house.
Depends on
or even in a different country.
Imagine how hard it would be to film in Division. That seems like it'd be utter hell.
Or not even that. There was a guy who I don't talk to anymore. Not gonna be any problems. There's a guy in the film industry. He was working on a new show. He said for about 2 weeks straight, they had to film in very cold weather just to get a certain shot and angle going. Just because I'm not batting for celebrities, but if they're in like hot weather, cold conditions, working 12 hours a day, that's still to me pretty putting your nose to the grind. That's still that's harder to do than streaming.
He really thinks that he's the victim in an anime that's little does he know he's a victim in an anime that's slowly turning into a villain because he's an unlikable retard. Oh my god. People like that. I feel like Peter Griffin when I hear people like that talk. I'm just like, you know what really grinds my gears? Entitled pricks who just think they have it so hard in life.
Oh
when
my
in
god.
reality, they just have it so easy.
Give me one sec. I'm gonna bring it up really
That's
quickly.
actually a pretty good Peter Griffith, man.
Oh, thanks.
You're fine. No top streamer has quit streaming to go back to working a regular 9 to 5, but everyone that works a 9 to 5 would trade places with a top streamer at any time. Yeah, I would. I literally would. If you said I could do what I'm doing right now and make the money that I do, pay bills and not go to work, I'll do it right now.
I wish I could be Matt Mercer and get paid to play D&D with my fucking friends.
Just because you lack the mental fortitude and responsibility to care for your mental health doesn't make your job hard.
I would even trade my life for a high-end streamer. I would trade my life for someone who's barely getting by streaming.
You know?
So DSP?
Okay, maybe not him.
Our lad's a crisis actor.
Not being able to mentally clock out. What is that? As a streamer, he can't mentally clock out.
Dude,
yeah, you can turn off your computer.
You can't stop thinking about your job, is what he's talking about.
Yeah,
he thinks 9 to 5ers can do that.
Yeah, turn your computer off. Go
as a 9 to 5, as a 9 to 5er, I'm constantly thinking about my job.
Yeah, it's kind of like how you live. You know, that's how you pay those bills. You know,
I'm thinking about how in the hell am I going to avoid not running over people at work tomorrow.
You might need to mentally clock out by that logic. Holy crap. But,
well, while you're on your forklift, make sure that you're following proper OSHA requirements. Make sure your seatbelt is on. Make sure that you are constantly using your horn to signal directional changes.
Oh, I do. I've had black dudes in the hood flip me off because of it.
Can we clip I've had black dudes?
Yeah. Jack is all over it.
Oh god.
Thank you, Jack. Thank you, bud.
Good job, Jack.
Black.
I've been all over black dudes. Literally.
I've had black dudes in the hood. Can we do I have black dudes?
No.
As in
no.
As in he had them.
I'm gonna get fucking fired. No, it's kidding.
Oh god. And this is not to shit on any streamer. Generally, if you're a decent person, I would literally kill to be in your shoes. I would love to be in your shoes and make $3K, $4K a day, and I'll pay all the taxes. It means paying I'll do that if it does mean going to do a 9 to 5. I'll do it. I don't care. Just as long as things are paid and I got a little bit of money left over, I'm good with it.
And you can afford to live decently. Like, dude, I would totally do it.
What's wrong with
I would
people?
literally spot for someone who gets like $100 a month. I wouldn't even want that much money. I would be willing to trade for that.
I remember thinking it was insane. I used to watch a lot of Twitch back in like 2016.
Same here, yeah.
2014. And Tim the Tapman had mentioned he makes $40,000 a month.
Oh my god!
And I remember before he had said that, I remember I learned the payouts to the streamers, like if
It changed massively since then too. Yeah.
Well, but back then, like
yeah.
you got basically half of a sub. So like it's $4.99, you got $2.50, $2.49, whatever.
Yeah, because it was
so like
70,
he had
30,
he had
70,
something
30
like
yeah.
he had something like 60,000 subscribers. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, it's 60,000 times $2.50. And like that's what this dude's fucking taking home before taxes. He's got sponsors and
YouTube channel.
He's hired as well. The other thing is before he did YouTube. He's just I'm like, dude, this guy's making, and he went from like living in a shitty apartment to like bought a house, bought a car, he's living right. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, this is a valid fucking job here.
Yeah, but the only problem that has is that it basically signals to everyone, hey, you can do this too. It's like, well, just by sheer numbers alone, you can't. But I'm happy someone is able to basically just make content and make a living off. That's great, honestly.
Yeah, man.
It just only sucks now that I don't know how he's gonna deal with the whole Twitch ad apocalypse too. Because long story short,
did he move to YouTube?
Our retarded guy that we hate called Hassan, Mr. Hassan, basically went on a stream and said, I hope all Jewish women or guys get raped and all that. You guys, I can't say it. I'll get in trouble myself.
Isn't that the Lamborghini guy?
He's the guy that literally hates Jewish people and said, I hope they get raped and die and all that stuff. So Twitch is basically after that incident having a bunch of advertisers pull out. Keep in mind, it's already hard to have Twitch have advertisers because they're advertising on streams. And the reason why it's easier to advertise on videos because they're in short bursts. It's easier to advertise on videos and streams. And a lot of advertisers are pulling out. As you guys know, Twitch hasn't been making that much money. They've just like the CW, they've never been profitable. There was a report, remember, a few years back, just like the CW, never been profitable. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. If you remember when Twitch was trying to pay for people to stream only to their website, like Pokimane, they exclusively pay for Pokimane. That's fucking nuts.
Like so, DSP, who decided to delete the streams so he could upload them to YouTube same day.
Yep. I mean,
I don't understand how DSP still has a YouTube channel.
I don't understand how he ruined such a good spot of a YouTube channel.
I don't understand how somebody could actually watch Pokemon for any length of time.
Oh, no, you're confused. They're not watching Pokemon. They're watching two small sections of Pokemon.
And her butt. Well, yeah.
I still, man, I'm just like, I don't understand that.
Lonely, horny guys, man.
Yeah,
I don't become the next boyfriend.
Here's the thing. Like, I will never understand the mentality of men who would pay for that. If you're going to pay for a cam girl, go get a sex worker.
Yeah, they have that. This crazy. These guys aren't broke. That's the common. None of these guys are broke. Because if they were broke, they couldn't pay this much money out. They're not broke, which is weird. They have their life together. They have a really good job to pay this much money. You don't need to buy the prostitute. You need to buy sex, right? You don't have to like wish you're having sex with that girl. I guarantee you, I'm not saying you should do this. There are way more better looking prostitutes than Pokimane. Let's be honest here. She's just an internet.
And if they aren't, alcohol will fix that for you.
You're insane. You need to be in jail.
No, I'm saying if you get drunk, she'll look better.
Jesus Christ. I'm not going down this road. Get the chloroform.
Motherfucker went to bed with Fiona and woke up with Shrek.
Oh, fuck. Oh, my God.
I'm saying if you have enough alcohol, any stripper will, or any prostitute will look like Pokemon.
I'm not going to jail, Arza.
That won't send you to jail.
I'm already black. Good Lord.
No, wait.
Hi, Selena.
Oh my God, Selena's here. Yay.
Oh, God. Selena, are you working? She said one time we made her laugh so hard she had to pull over and cancel getting a person. Oh, it was because of the Indian food one where society put a video of the Indian people cutting. Guy used this big toner to cut meat.
I don't understand people.
Oh, God. Good Lord,
He's
man.
Indian, so I can only imagine how it smelled.
Tim. Wasn't Tim Tim at some point was with the 100 Thieves? I don't know if he was
he was asking if he has a schedule. He has like a schedule and he'll take off days. If he's not feeling a little random, he'll take the day off.
You watch Tim. Do you remember? Yes, everyone's remember the story. Remember last year? No, 2022, when we had Modern Warfare 3, the re-edition Modern Warfare 3. Remember when fucking hell, Nick Merckx was canceled for saying
but he didn't say what he didn't say what he thought he said.
He didn't believe in trans kids. He said men are men, women are women, something like that, right?
No, he said leave kids alone.
Leave kids alone. It was that one? Yes.
So they cut him from the game.
So they cut his Call of Duty skin package, and then Tim the Tatman says, "Yeah, you can cut mine too." Hey, I'll give it to him. I'll say he says he stood up for his bro. That's respect right there. And keep in mind, he doesn't need the skin package from Call. Look, Tim doesn't need that. He's totally fine. But yeah, all Nick said was just leave kids alone. That's it. He didn't say you couldn't be gay. He said you couldn't be trans. He didn't say you couldn't be trans. Whatever the fuck that is even these days. He didn't say that. Just leave kids alone. That's all he said. And Call of Duty was like, you know what? You can just lose your skin package.
And at least they didn't take his actual skin.
They literally want you to be a bought and paid for shill. No, you can't have opinions of your own. Like Tyson Net, he said, I don't know none but no politics. Bro, oh my God, it's not true. It's literally not true. You know? They want, like, because you can't have opinions on stuff if you're at Tyson Net's level.
That goes exactly to the Steam thing that's going on right now. They want people on. They want Steam to force only the accepted narrative.
Yeah,
they literally said it. Follow along with acceptable guidelines is how they say it.
So if you get to that far position, I mean, hey, if you want to sacrifice your soul and be a bought and paid for show, you can. I mean, is the money worth it? You have to decide that for yourself. But for me, no, I'd rather have my sanity, knowing that I can speak my mind freely. You know. And yeah, it might cause some division. It might cause people to get angry, but keep in mind, at least you're being true to yourself. At least you have that peace of mind, you know? I'll be honest, you guys know me. I don't care if I say something that pisses people off. You're going to do that no matter what you do in anything, whether it's politics or not, you know? I'm going to people do that. Well, you can't speak about this politic. Why can't I? Because it make people angry. I don't give a fuck, personally. Who cares?
Remember, the people we're talking about will get offended no matter what.
No matter what, people will be offended. People will be offended no matter what you say on anything. It could be literally, you could say, I'm having a great day. The weather is great outside. How dare you say the weather is great? It's fucking raining outside. It's cold as fuck.
They are offended on principle alone.
Mm-hmm. It's dead. Hopefully it gets busier. Is busier a word?
Yes.
I'm just joking.
Selena, we hope you find work. Don't listen to this man.
Selena, to be fair, she can't do that. She's married. Oh, fuck.
Don't.
No.
I was going to say, hey, strip clubs.
No.
Let's metaphorically speaking.
No.
Just stop talking. In the words of Shrek, could you not be yourself for 5 minutes?
Clout me harder, daddy. Ooh woo.
Don't enable this man.
Oh God. No, I'm kidding. As you guys know, I'm joking. But no, I hope it picks up. It's holiday season. It should be busy, right? Should be. I'm offended by how desperate this man is to get clout. I hate life. I seriously hate fucking life, man.
You actually sounded kind of sad right there.
I'm sad.
It's okay, buddy. It's gonna be all right.
It won't. Don't lie to me, you fucking bastard.
It's gonna be all right.
As long as AOC can become president, then my life will change.
What the fuck? No. They might put you. I don't know. If she becomes president, we all might end up in a fucking internment camp.
If AOC becomes president, or even gets nominated, which nominee has spent the most time on their knees?
Her.
Okay, this can't be true. This has to be a joke. Okay, what? There's this thing right here. The most attractive male hobbies to women. Oh my God, oh my goodness.
I'm not changing.
Okay, so I have to read on the screen. Top 15 most attractive hobbies to women: reading, foreign languages, playing instrument, cooking, woodworking, painting, writing, gardening, swimming, photography, astronomy, that's gay as hell, hiking, archery, blacksmithing, traveling.
Hey, can I just point out that Jesus did all of those?
Yep.
Jesus
I've got some of those down.
I got the reading and hopefully the musical instrument and maybe some writing too.
The only kind of woodworking I'm proficient at, I don't think women are interested in.
I love how women have all of these like top qualities that they want in a man, but they wouldn't go for a man that had these things. Let's be honest here. That's not happening. They're hypocrites as fuck.
This is proof that Jesus got bitches, guys.
Well,
yeah, those men got nailed at least twice.
Ending the show.
What?
I'd rather just bird watch. Apparently, that's an attractive hobby. Men just sitting on a bench watching bird, like while watching pigeons shit on.
Yeah, I hear women love it when men look at tits. The bird.
I think it's not called bird watching. It's called contemplating my life. Is it still worth living? Yeah, I guess I'll keep putting up with
ornithology. It's called ornithology.
Astronomy. Horny anal.
And if you put a P before that word, you become a Twitch streamer.
Hey, I'm not a thought. I'm only a thought on
It's
Tuesday.
called prostitution. Wait, what?
Prostitution. That hey, it's what it's like V said. Remember, make brothels great again. I agree with him.
Why are they called brothels? Do they serve broth?
There's a lot of things getting served there. You do have to wear condoms with the girls. You know?
That is a line from Dragon Age Origins, if you weren't aware.
Hey, I'm just saying. Yeah, sure. All right, let's wrap it up. We had a great show tonight. I'm not wrapping it up with any girl. I'll just pull it out in time and blow it on their faces. That easy.
When you get AIDS, I'm gonna laugh.
I hate you. What am I, Charlie Sheen? What the fuck? Okay, Diesel, what you got planned coming up, man? Got anything?
Who knows? Maybe on Rogues Gallery Friday. We hadn't figured out a topic for Space Jockeys on Sunday yet because we just finished all the Resident Evil movies, which was a long list, and we all agreed that last one was awful.
I've not heard anything about Resident Evil since that last one you're talking about.
Trying to think of a good topic now. Maybe next. It may be a month or so, but I'm eventually, I think, going to be doing some stream. Sebby and I are going to get together and maybe play Resident Evil 5, man, which would be fun.
Oh, awesome.
Doing a co-op game or something. She just mentioned something to me, and I was like, still Resident Evil 5, man. I could be Chris Roydfield, and you could be Sheva.
Would this technically be sci-fi?
That's that's a fun co-op game, man. I mean, it's not like horror like the original games so much, but it's freaking awesome. Yeah, so that's about all I can think of right now. And I think on the 24th on Jess's channel, you're doing some kind of Star Trek thing, or we're reading a bunch of lines from the Star Trek script or something like that.
Okay. Darnell, what you got planned coming up?
Yeah, I'm actually doing that as well with Diesel.
Okay.
I'll be tomorrow night quiz time with
quiz time. I might
Quizmaster Darnell Quigley. If you're available, Diesel.
Yeah, man, I'll have to do that, dude. If I should be.
I am. We are. I am. Open for contestants. So if people want to come on, like on the panel, and be like a guest and take part, send me a DM.
What time is
it? Everyone's invited. I'll slip people in here and there as whatever. And back here Saturday, and lastly Saturday we have Curse of Strahd, and I am going to be releasing, I think it's 9 more songs on my channel this week on Sham Records. I'm doing an album called Boomers Gotta Boom. It's all about a bunch of songs about like all these young kids and their fucking technology and how much our back hurts and stuff like that. And it's a pretty interesting little album. Check it out.
Hey man, what time is the quiz thing tomorrow?
9:45 Central.
9:45 Central.
Moxie.
If I'm up.
The girl with the big tits?
Should be.
Oh, shit. Crazy.
If not, it's cool, man. We got people.
Ours, what you got planned coming up?
Mostly just getting out more videos. I've been reaching out, so hopefully I'll have more streaming opportunities soon.
Lies.
Been thinking about starting my own streams. I have a friend who keeps asking me to stream games with him, even though he doesn't have his own platform.
You should tell him to work on that.
No, I'm not gonna lie. There was a person that asked me out to be on the show. I was like, "Hey, you want to come on the show?" He's like, "Thursday this time, blah blah blah." Right? And I was like, "You ready for the show?" He's like, "I'm still getting my own show up the platform." Why the fuck did you tell me? What the? I'm not even kidding. I've never been that bamboozled in my life.
He has literally asked me to stream at least 4 different games with him, even though he doesn't have his own.
Did you like
He
punch
wants to
him
use
in
yours. He
Did
wants to use yours.
Did you like punch him in the face through your monitor?
Okay, that's actually not the worst one. The worst one is I had a friend who does gaming content, didn't upload for over a year, almost got kicked out of his streamer group, and kept trying to get me and other friends to do all of his editing for free. He wanted us to edit highlights of Baldur's Gate 3. How the fuck do you make a highlight of a turn-based game?
Unless it's just the cutscenes, even which you could just go on YouTube and watch them.
Just I'm not doing. I'm like, dude, I got to do my own editing. But anyway, I'm doing videos every day, 1 video a day usually, and it's just shitty news, low effort.
Hell yeah, I love low effort.
Basically Yellow Flash, but occasionally gets kind of gay.
Oh, good lord.
Yeah, Yellow Flash.
You do what you know. You do what you know.
Like, come on.
Oh God, no. Why did we go there?
I'm just gonna go be Kevin Smith's dad. That's what I'm gonna do.
The fat guy?
No,
all right.
remember, Kevin Smith died. He's not alive anymore.
That man cries at everything. What a literal bitch. All right. So, Nate, what you got planned coming up beside not being Kevin Smith?
Not being Kevin Smith. And Curse of Strahd episode 10 will be this weekend. And it is going to be a very special episode because we are going 5 hours. It is going to be, I'm calling it the season finale for this round of streams because, man, we've been doing this campaign for 4 months now. And I think it's time to up the stakes a little bit. You know, what happens during a season finale? Usually somebody bites the dust, and yeah,
show off Tiny's character.
I'm promising one epic fight and a lot of death, destruction, and emotion as well.
Show off Tiny's character with the guy with the funny mustache.
Anybody could die. That's the thing. But yeah, like I said, Curse of Strahd episode 10 this weekend at 5:00 p.m. EST. Hope to see y'all there.
Awesome. Drunken Eldero, what's your plan coming up?
We'll see what happens throughout the week. But do have insert title here show on Friday night at 9:30.
I'm sorry, I keep forgetting that, dude. I'm so sorry.
Oh, no, that's quite all right. You'll remember it eventually.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting that.
Where Darnell, it sounds like Darnell will be there. I'm going to try to find a topic that Selena can then talk to because she didn't do last week's because the topic that the theme of the show was just something she just didn't know a whole lot about, and she just felt she couldn't contribute. So I'm probably going to just contact her and say, "Hey, what's a theme you like?" I'll open it up and then we'll play around with that at that point.
Sweet.
Other than that, back here on Saturday, and that's about it. Getting ready for Thanksgiving coming up.
Yeah, Thanksgiving week. Everyone knows I work 6 days that week. I don't know what day I'll have off. I'll probably have off. Probably Wednesday.
I only get 3 days a week.
Holiday pay. Holiday
like,
pay.
Next week.
Thanksgiving next week. Yeah, it's on Thursday.
But
it's next week.
Yeah, Thanksgiving is next week. But I will say, and it's true for around Christmas time and around Thanksgiving. Most of my family lives out of state, and I'm not going to be traveling for these holidays. So I'm probably going to do some daytime streaming. So if people don't really have anything else going on and just kind of want to hang out, I'll just randomly create a show and we'll go from there. That show is called Insert Title Here, Unplugged.
Now, what if I want to get plugged?
And you go
Come visit me. Then it's the wrong show for you.
Yeah, because your titles aren't giving me a lot of, choice here,
You don't get the insert title here, man. We had a whole freaking back in the day on the message board. We had a whole our spam forum was called insert name here, man. That was like where we just called it INH. That was where we all went to. We tripped out. They made a spam forum for us back in the day. It was great. People just went in there and turned into idiots. It was great. It was glorious, man. It was like the Wild West of idiots on the internet.
So as you guys know, for me, I'm currently working on putting out consistent content in a shorter time frame. I dropped my Red 1 video today. I know that people like the long 30-minute movies. Those videos, it's a lot to do for those. But you guys like them. I'm going to be doing several more of those videos. And yeah, the goal is to just be as consistent in making content as far as on this channel, my comic one, and the other ones I'm going to end up building up and working on myself. Cloud9 podcast is almost fully uploaded to Rumble. I'm fully on season 13, uploading that to Rumble and the podcast platform, so it won't be on Twitch anymore, just to be on YouTube, X, and Rumble. Then after that, I'm going to upload the Iron Man podcast episodes, and after that, I'm going to upload the episodes from this show. So if you just wanted to listen to the show on Spotify or any podcasting platform where we do have a show, you can sit here and listen to Drunken Emerald Arrow monologue for 2 hours straight.
What's wrong with the inner monologue?
I hate you personally.
So that's what makes heroes. Makes them great.
That's pretty much it. I have a packed week myself. As you guys know, I have a packed week myself. And yes, next week is Thanksgiving, but we have shows on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So it's not going to affect us personally, unless you guys are not going to be here. Obviously, you're traveling, which I don't think most of you are. She's white. So that's pretty much it. I don't think I have that many one-on-ones on Thanksgiving week because I work 6 days that week, so I don't know what day I'll have off. Maybe I'll have off probably just Tuesday, and then just working every single day after that. Holy crap, I'm gonna be dead. It's fine. It's how the end of the year goes. After Thanksgiving, then I got about a good 2 weeks, 3 weeks of free time before the last week of December. And last week of December is like Christmas Eve, and New Year's. So yeah, this is the beginning of the end, and that's good. Trump won, and next year we're gonna have quality cinema back. The movies are going to be exploding with money. Everyone's going to flock back to the theaters. It's going to be great. No agendas pushed in movies. All Hollywood elites going to be pushed out.
Nah, they're going to double down.
Oh, yeah, I believe. But yes, thank you guys for checking out this episode of the MSK Show. We'll see you guys on the next one. We'll see you guys I don't know. Maybe I'll see you in your mom's pussy tomorrow. I'm just kidding. But we will see you guys later. Bye.